plus it's buy one, get one free on select items. Dad's gonna like the way he looks.
Tonight, breaking news, the face-to-face summit is on. Tonight, what we've just learned about the meeting in the Oval Office, the president and North Korea's former spy master, who delivered a letter from Kim Jong-un. Just a week after President Trump canceled the summit, what was it that turned things around? Also developing at this hour, a possible serial killer in the Northeast. A man under arrest for kidnapping tonight. What's been discovered outside this home and why authorities fear there could be more victims. The other major image coming in tonight, the takedown, the man accused of killing a veteran sheriff's deputy. We're following severe storms in the heartland and in the east tonight. Severe thunderstorm watches up in several states as we come on the air. Rob Marciano standing by with the new track tonight. The Uber driver under arrest for shooting and killing a passenger on an interstate. And the van and the plunge in an airport parking lot.
This is ABC World News Tonight with David Muir.
Good evening, and it's great to have you with us here at a very busy Friday night. And we begin with that major headline from the White House. History made as North Korea's one-time spy master traveled to the White House today carrying a letter from Kim Jong-un, a little more than a week after President Trump canceled the summit. But when they emerged from the White House an hour and 20 minutes later, the president telling reporters they were going to Singapore. The summit was on. At first, the president telling reporters, wouldn't you love to see what's in that letter, saying it was interesting, but then revealing he had not read it yet. Tonight, these new images just coming in, the president holding the envelope, and this evening we've learned that the president has now read the letter. We also have learned who was in the Oval Office as this historic meeting unfolded. ABC's chief White House correspondent Jonathan Karl leading us off.
They sure didn't look like bitter enemies when they emerged from their Oval Office meeting. This was supposed to be just a letter delivery. Kim Jong-un's right-hand man delivering a message from the North Korean dictator. But it turned into something more.
It's a getting to know you meeting plus.
For one, news. The big summit is happening after all.
We're going to be June 12th. We'll be in Singapore.
Until last week, North Korea's former spy chief and Kim Jong-un's most feared enforcer was not allowed to set foot in the United States, officially sanctioned and banned. But this afternoon, Kim Yong-chol and his small entourage arrived at the White House in a black SUV. Mr. Kim and his translator were quickly ushered in by Chief of Staff John Kelly. The other North Koreans not allowed in. There was no sign of the letter, but he did have it with him, and White House officials say it was tested for poisons before given to the president.
It was a very interesting letter, and at some point it may be appropriate, and maybe I'll be able to give it to you. Maybe you'll be able to see it, and maybe fairly soon.
But a few minutes later, the president said this.
I haven't seen the letter yet. I purposely didn't open the letter. I haven't opened it. I didn't open it in front of the director. I said, would you want me to open it? He said, you can read it later. I may be in for a big surprise, folks.
At any rate, officials say he has now read the letter. With the summit now officially back on, and the president flashing his signature thumbs up as he bid farewell to the North Koreans, he is trying to lower expectations, at least a little.
It'll be a beginning. I don't say, and I've never said it happens in one meeting. You're talking about years of hostility, years of problems, years of really hatred between so many different nations. But I think you're going to have a very positive result in the end.
John Karl live at the White House tonight. John, you and I watched as this unfolded this afternoon. President Trump, as you know, has now read that letter from Kim Jong-un. What are you learning from your sources tonight? Do we have any idea what was in the letter?
Well, the White House has just released photos of the president taking delivery of the letter inside the Oval Office. As you can see, it is in a oversized envelope. The White House won't say much about what is in the letter, just that the president read it after he said goodbye to Mr. Kim, and that it contained a positive message that clears the way, David, for that summit in Singapore on June 12th.
All right, John, I'll meet you there. In the meantime, we do have one more question on this tonight, because this meeting lasted far longer than anyone expected, even the president. There were immediate questions when it was lasting this long, 8 days after the president canceled it. How was it going? So let's get right to ABC's chief global affairs correspondent, Martha Raddatz. And Martha, let's remind everyone at home what the president said just a week ago. Let's listen.
Based on the recent statement of North Korea, I have decided to terminate the planned summit in Singapore on June 12th.
Incredible, Martha. That was just 8 days ago. Today, you and I were on the air. We heard the president asked about this, about canceling the summit, about those high tensions, and he said, we're totally over that.
Yeah, David, it's clear that the president really wants this summit to go ahead, even though there may not be any grand results as far as promises to denuclearize. The president made a point of saying the Singapore summit will be the beginning of a process which could involve a series of meetings in the future. In fact, David, President Trump used the word process 9 times in his impromptu press conference today. He said he told the North Koreans we can go fast or we can go slowly. But, David, it looks at this point anyway like it will be the latter, and that slower process will make the North Koreans happy as well.
Yeah, 9 times he made that point clear. Martha, thank you. Meantime, this Friday night, there are other major stories unfolding at this hour. A grisly discovery in Springfield, Massachusetts. Police using what they call ground-penetrating radar, looking for bodies at a home where they have already found 3. The arrest of this man, Stuart Weldon, on a kidnapping charge led them to the property. He remains behind bars tonight as police now fear there could be more victims. ABC's Ariel Reshef is in Springfield tonight.
Tonight, an intense search underway using ground-penetrating radar after the gruesome discovery of 3 bodies at this Massachusetts home.
We're looking for objects underneath the surface. Radio waves will kick back and indicate to us whether there's an object there. It can also detect disturbed earth, which would indicate any kind of excavation.
That house tied to Stuart Weldon, who was pulled over Sunday night for a broken taillight. Police say he took off, leading them on a dangerous pursuit. Eventually captured, police alarmed to find a badly injured woman in the car who claimed Weldon had been holding her captive for the past month, allegedly beating and repeatedly raping her. On Wednesday, police began searching the home, finding 3 bodies.
It's alarming, it's scary, because you don't know your neighbors.
Authorities now looking for other possible victims.
If there are any other victims, we're going to find it or them.
Officials have not connected Weldon to the deaths, but police say their investigation is just beginning.
All right, so let's get to Ariel Reshef. She's live in Massachusetts tonight. And Ariel, you were telling us the police also discovered a child alive inside that home. Where's the child tonight?
David, police have taken that child into emergency custody. In the meantime, Weldon is facing several charges, including armed kidnapping. He has pleaded not guilty and is being held on $1 million bond. David.
Ariel Reshef live with us tonight. Ariel, thank you. We're going to turn next here to the dramatic takedown today in the manhunt for the man who police say shot and killed a veteran sheriff's deputy. Steve Wiggins was found at the edge of the woods just 2 miles from where Sergeant Daniel Baker died. ABC's Alex Perez tonight with the moment, the takedown in Tennessee.
In custody, this is the image police across Tennessee worked tirelessly to make happen. Accused cop killer Stephen Wiggins finally captured.
We're very glad to announce again that the suspect has been taken into custody.
An eagle-eyed Tennessee state trooper spotting the suspect along the tree line on the edge of a rural road.
He was able to take him into custody without any incident.
Police have been searching for Wiggins since Wednesday after authorities say he killed Sergeant Daniel Baker. Investigators say Sergeant Baker tried to pull Wiggins over when the suspect led him on a chase that ended with a shootout. Baker was a former Marine and a 10-year veteran of the force, his wife asking the sheriff to read a letter on her behalf.
His service and dedication to his country and community will always be remembered.
Now, Wiggins, officials say, will be transported to jail bound with Sergeant Baker's handcuffs.
Wiggins has been charged with first-degree premeditated murder. He's being held without bail. Prosecutors say they will be seeking the death penalty. David?
Alex Perez with us again tonight. Thank you. And next this evening, the severe storms hitting tonight just as we start the weekend from Montana to Georgia and moving east. A new storm system now on the move tonight. 14 reported tornadoes from the Rockies to the Midwest. In the past 24 hours, this one in southern Illinois right there. And this road near Charlottesville, Virginia, washed out after so many days of rain and blowing winds and rain in Jacksonville, Florida. These pictures coming in just a short time ago. Let's go to meteorologist Rob Marciano. He's live along the West Side Highway for us again tonight. Hey, Rob.
Hi, David. You know, so much of the country under a very humid and warm air mass, so these thunderstorms are popping and dropping a lot of rain. Not far from here in western New York, we've got heavy rain flooding there and some severe weather across Alabama and Georgia with damaging winds there earlier. Those storms now moving into Augusta and Greenville and Charlotte as well. Still a watch up. And across the Midwest and through Wyoming, we have one large tornado there. We've got tornado watches up for Nebraska and through North Dakota as well, right through 11 p.m. tonight. That system swings a little farther east into more populated areas. So St. Louis and Memphis, damaging winds, scattered hail, maybe a tornado or two tomorrow. We'll be watching for that. And some weakness across the mid-Atlantic again with some rain on and off throughout the week, and could see 4 inches. So a bit of a mess once again for the mid-Atlantic. David?
Rob Marciano watching it for us this weekend. We'll be watching you, Rob. And in the meantime, we turn to American jobs and your money tonight. The president not only welcoming this summit, now back on with North Korea, but welcoming the jobs report today as well. The government reporting 223,000 jobs were added in May, driving the unemployment rate down to 3.8%. Tonight, how long has it been since unemployment was this low in our country? Here's ABC's chief economics correspondent, Rebecca Jarvis.
Tonight, 92 straight months of job gains, the longest winning streak ever. The last time the unemployment rate was lower, it was almost 50 years ago in 1969. The president today clearly pleased.
We have some of the best economic numbers we've ever had as a nation, and that goes a long way.
The growth across industries, from retail to healthcare, construction to manufacturing, and transportation. Trucking businesses like Brenny's Transportation in Minnesota even stretched to find drivers.
My company alone, we did an increase in salary this year of approximately 15%, and it still is very difficult to find drivers to fill those seats in the trucks.
The jobs report also revealing a lag in wage increases. Average earnings up just 8 cents an hour last month. Economists say a record number of job openings should force employers to hike pay. The hot economy also signaling what's on the horizon for consumers.
This is a learning lesson as to get your finances in order now, because in 6 months, 12 months, interest rates are going to change.
So let's get to Rebecca Jarvis back with us here tonight. This was a very strong jobs report today, but you've been talking to economists and your sources. They're still concerned about interest rates and the new tariffs that went into effect this week.
That's right, David. Those new tariffs, which took effect today on steel and aluminum, could cost the economy up to 240,000 jobs. Not something that would derail the economy, but if tensions were to escalate, that number could rise, David.
All right, you'll continue to watch it for us. Rebecca, thank you. Next to Puerto Rico tonight, hurricane season officially began today, and tonight, 8 months after Hurricane Maria devastated the island, home to 3.5 million American citizens, workers are still racing to repair the fragile power grid, and thousands are still without power. And tonight there are major questions over the true death toll. ABC's Victor Akendo back in Puerto Rico tonight.
In storm-ravaged Yabucoa, not only do many feel powerless after Hurricane Maria, many still remain without power.
Do you feel like you've been forgotten?
Yeah, we forgotten. Yeah, we think they've forgotten us.
Angel Cartagena and his wife have been without electricity since Maria made landfall. More than 10,000 remain without power in the longest-running blackout in American history.
Do you feel like you're ready for this hurricane season? ¿Sienten que están listos para la temporada?
No, I don't think that we're ready because we're not ready in my mind.
We've got that worker up there trying to restore power.
Officials say it might take another 2 months before power is fully restored. Scenes like these David found walking down hallways without power after Maria, meeting people struggling to cope, are fresh in everyone's minds here as the new hurricane season begins today. Officials admit the power grid remains vulnerable and that another storm could wipe it out again. And we remembered hours after landfall, our Rob Marciano found nursing home caregiver Maria Ortiz in desperate need.
We can't let them die. We can't let them die.
We went back to find her.
We got the power back on March 16. It's like, but still, it goes on and off.
One of her patients contracted pneumonia after the storm and later died in the hospital.
Just got to be too much.
Yeah, too much. They can't handle too much.
FEMA has said deaths like his were not Maria related. That caregiver does not agree. The official death toll stands at 64, but a new Harvard study now says at least 4,600 deaths can be linked to the hurricane with a new season here.
We have promised to go back. Victor Oquendo is back in San Juan for us tonight. And Victor, so many questions about that original death toll that you just reported on. And tonight it would seem Puerto Rico's government seeming to acknowledge that more than 64 people died connected to Maria.
That's right, David. For the first time, we're seeing new official numbers that suggest a sharp spike in deaths immediately after Hurricane Maria. Those new numbers show that in the 3 months immediately after the hurricane,